They're programmed to be peaceful, like you. But for some reason, it's not catching.
Donald Trump.
What?
They suppress the lighting, the glycosylated salts, and then boop, boop, boop. Angry turtles. We don't like it.
There's the rub.
So, California's burning. Still. Like, I remember talking about this shit years ago. Years ago. Fucking shitty forest management. Why are there so many wildfires in California? Because they don't do anything. They just leave the tinderbox to grow, and then the first lightning strike comes by, and now we got a forest fire. Or some asshole does something stupid, now we got a forest fire. Like, this is nature. I learned about this shit in fucking grade school. I learned about how, you know, the way that the world kind of used to be before people were that much in control of that much of it, was you'd have forests, the dead wood would build up, and then there would be a big burn, and then that would happen, and then everything, you know, grows back. Like, that's how nature kind of deals with itself. Again, I learned this shit in grade school. So, like, did nobody else? Fuck it, I keep forgetting. Everybody forgets everything that happened yesterday. So nobody remembers anything that happened fucking years ago. No. Certainly not what they learned in school. Nobody learned anything in school. School's so stupid. Did that video years ago too. Fucking dumb shit. But anyways, that's just kind of how shit goes. You let the forest build up with wood and dry grass and dead leaves and all that shit. And if there isn't somebody there to kind of go through and pick a lot of that shit up, then sooner or later something's gonna happen. Like I said, some asshole. Or a lightning bolt. Like, it doesn't take a dude in a black top hat with a black cape with a mustache to fucking go out there and start setting fires. Like, the whole Smokey the Bear thing, like, there was a reason they never really turned that into a cartoon. I mean, they did a couple times. But, like, you know, because you didn't want to have the bad guy. Make it seem like that's the only fucking way. It's not the only fucking way that fires start in forests. There's all manner of ways that that shit happens just naturally. So, you know? And so they just left everything wild. Wild California. And now it's burning. And it's raging through people's homes. Very sad stories going on. It's, you know, thoughts and prayers and all of that. And shit. You know, like, it's just... But now it's not just the woodlands and the people who are out there kind of in the who gives a fuck areas of California, the poor people places, like, who cares about them? You know, it's not their homes burning now. Now it's the rich people. God damn it, we need to do something. The Palisades are going up. This is a problem. We need to do something. Oh my gosh, how could this have happened? And so everybody's like, well, it's the same story we've been talking about for years now. Shitty forest management. They're not doing the things they need to do. They're not maintaining the forest properly. And California is also apparently full of assholes who want to set shit on fire. Like, there's more than enough fucking arson cases, especially going on now, with everything else burning. People are like, oh, I can just set shit on fire now, because it's burning anyways. So, right? Apparently California is full of assholes. Who knew? And so here we are. And then Gavin Newsom, brilliant fucking man that he is, comes out with his list of, well, this is all the forest management we're doing. And you can just tell it's all lies. Like, you could just see it and go, half of that's bullshit, because it doesn't actually mean what it says there. You know, oh, we've got all of these trucks. Yeah, well, okay, great. You got all those trucks. Do you run them? Do you have them go out and do shit? Like, is there, anything going the fuck on? Because, like, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about things that we used to do 20, 30, 40 years ago when we didn't have these problems, and yet reality still existed. The world didn't change that much. The only thing that changed in the last 40 years or so is retards got voted into office in perpetuity and enacted retarded policy based on retarded shit. And now we've got retarded fucking fires burning down everything. Who knew? We can't really think about that. Well, has it always been this way? Yeah, actually it's kind of always been that way. I mean, shit. California's always kind of fucking been burning one way or another. It's kind of like Florida's always kind of underwater. You know? It's what you get. When you live on a peninsula, it's going to have fucking shit going on with water. There's going to be a lot of fucking water and wind and all sorts of stuff. Because you're living between a gulf and an ocean. So yeah, you get a lot of fucking water there. And in California, there's a lot of forests, and it's right next to the desert. California is full of forests and sporadically desert. So it's hot, it's dry, and there's wood that grows there. Hot, dry wood. Now what do I need to make a fire? Hot, dry wood. So yeah, California's kind of always been burning. Look it up. California's always kind of been burning. I think it was like the first people, some people that kind of went to that area first. I don't know exactly the first people or whatever. They called it the smoke shores or something like that because it's just fucking burning. Yeah, because it's in the it's a forest in the desert, man. All it takes is a lightning strike. And they live right next to the deserts, or the ocean too, so they get all those fucking ocean storms, which, carry lightning. But yeah, it's that, stupid people doing stupid shit and not doing what they need to do. Like letting the fucking reservoirs fill up and shit like that. And we spent all this money on reservoirs. Did you build any? Well, no. We used all that money to stop people from building reservoirs. But we spent all that money into reservoirs. Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Gavin puts out this whole list with bullet points and money totals next to it. This is how much we spent. And it didn't do any good. You wasted all that money. Like, all that asshole did, as far as I'm concerned, is give you an itemized list of how much money California has wasted. Because the whole fucking place is burning down. Like, seriously, if the building is on fire, please don't come up to me with an itemized list of how much the water sprinkler system cost, because the whole building's on fire. It didn't work. You wasted that money. Like, anyways, so we're rehashing an old story. I'm doing the same exact video as I did before. You've all heard this shit before. This shouldn't be fucking new to any of you. And if there's any of you who have been watching me for years, which is pretty much all of you, you shouldn't be fucking surprised by this shit. You should be kind of sitting there going, move on to the fun stuff. So we will. Joe Biden gave his farewell address after telling the country that he and Kamala Harris could have easily beaten Donald Trump. Like that's. He was doing a presser, and he was like, "Yeah, me or Kamala, either of us could have beaten Trump." And I'm like, "Well, you lost the election at the debate, the only debate that you had, and you lost. You lost so badly that everybody said, bitch, don't even fucking run. And then you stepped down. So clearly, no, you absolutely couldn't have won. I'm sorry, because you didn't. Again, this is why are we, no, you lost. You lost before the race even started. Like, as the race was, the gates opened, the gun went off, and you fell on the ground. You lost, right? And Kamala Harris, what? Like, it's just all the more reason to know, not believe, not think, know that this asshole doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't fucking care. He's got people writing this shit for him, and he just reads it. He doesn't care. He doesn't fucking give a shit. It's clear at this point. Because for anybody to say that Kamala Harris had a chance of doing anything, like, before the race started, I was like, she's the nominee. Oh. And then I started to get scared. You all remember? I was freaking out. I'm like, hey, look, man, I don't think he wins. I don't think there's any way he wins. And the reason I said I don't think there's any way he wins is because I figured they were just going to fix it. They were going to go, look, we're putting up the shittiest candidate in the world. We're running the shittiest fucking campaign you can possibly run. Everything's coming up Trump. And he's still going to lose by 20 million votes. That was honestly my thought. Just so that they can show us, look, it's done. We win now. No matter what. We can put up literally a retarded person. And do literally retarded things. And have literally retarded people running the campaign. And bitch, we still gotta win. Because, man, you want to demoralize the people and make them realize, no, you're under tyranny now, bitch. That's how you fucking do it. So I was like, it's either going to be bad or it's going to be really fucking bad. But we went the bad route. He won. Yay. He won. And that bitch didn't have a fucking prayer. Like, even in a world where elections are clearly rigged, Joe Biden clearly won a rigged election. Now, you sit, bitch, and complain, and YouTube can fucking be pissed off about what I mean by that. But I think the data is in. When the Democrat, when the Republicans kind of get this kind of a line over the elections, where it's always kind of roughly 70-some million, 72 to 78 million people. It's kind of always around there. It kind of has almost a plane to it. It's up and down, but nevertheless. And then you have the Democrats. They're kind of, and then Joe Biden, and then down to Kamala. Joe Biden, and then down. It went way up, and then way down. They also kind of, higher this year, lower this year, higher this year, lower this year, but always kind of around that quarter of the country that votes for Democrats. And then Joe Biden. And then Kamala Harris. Bitch, the data's in. They fucking cheated. However they did it, whatever they did, the fucking data's in. You can't go up 8 million votes and then down 14 without me thinking there's shenanigans of some sort. Fuck you. Go ahead, YouTube, delete the video. I don't give a shit because I'm posting to Rumble too. And they don't care because they don't give a fuck. If I say something like that, they go, makes sense. Because you can look at it and go, makes sense. And, alright, so fuck you, YouTube, I don't give a shit. But anyways, yeah, now they're wrapping up. All the things are wrapping up. It's the 16th. We're 4 days away. We need to make it the fucking Monday. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Monday is a big day. Monday is the day that the box with Schrodinger's cat in it's going to get opened up on Monday. We're going to find out what's going on. Because I got to tell you, I'm waiting for some fucking, like, we had a terrorist attack on New Year's, and I'm kind of like, that's like nothing. Like, I'm waiting for the big thing. Like, where's the big thing? Only like 14 people died. I'm waiting for thousands to go in something. Like, I'm waiting for something massive. So all these piddly little things happen, and I'm like, well, that's fucking terrible. That's a tragedy. That's awful. But ain't nothing compared to what I'm expecting. And where the clock is running down. They have until Monday to do something. To try something. A lot of threats being made. A lot of crazy people online. Like, you know how it goes. All the crazy people are online. And if you think I'm just talking about the people making videos, guess what? That's all of you. That's everybody. Everybody's making videos now. Everybody has access, and everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to be YouTube famous. Everybody wants to be viral. Everybody wants to get their fucking... Everybody wants to make their own Hawk-Tua coin and scam all the people for millions. Everybody wants to get there because they're seeing everybody else do it. So why the fuck not? Why can't I do that? I can scam people too. Why not? Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I can scam motherfuckers. Y'all don't mean nothing to me. I want my money. Right? So everybody's doing their shit. Everybody's gone crazy. Everybody. I see it in the comments. No offense to all of you that comment, but you're all fucking nuts. Not all of you. Most of you. Like, I remember back in the day, dude, back in the day, when I had, when I'd post a video and I'd get like 30, 40 comments from like, oh, wow, random crazy people. Dude. There's some of those comments, I was like, shit. Like, I mean, you gotta, look, I'm a pretty hard motherfucker. Like, not much scares me because I don't care. Like, it just doesn't matter to me. I live, I die. Like, if something kills me, then something kills me. Like, that's how it goes. You live until you're dead. Nobody gets out of this alive. So I realized that when I was very young. So I have kind of lived my life under the theory of, sooner or later something's gonna do it. So I'm not scared of shit. Like, it takes a lot to fucking scare me. And some of y'all motherfuckers sent shivers down my spine. You know what I mean? So, there's some crazy motherfuckers. Like, it's just, and dude, seriously, look through the comment section of anybody's fucking videos. It's crazy fucking people. Crazy fucking people. And a lot of crazy people are making a lot of fucking threats. And a lot of nutty shit is going on, and a lot of things are being planned. I always love when riots are planned out and advertised, protests are planned out and advertised ahead of time. All the protests that are planned out for the day, they all turn into riots at night. So, the riots are planned out ahead of time, and they're all going to be taking place on Monday. They haven't done anything yet. There hasn't there have been some marches here and there, New York, very upset. They all took out to the streets because, they got fuck all better to do, I guess. And so, they're out doing their shit, and we got other people doing shit, and people in California, of course, very upset. Oregon is about to be on fire. Like, dude, you know what I mean? The coastal nations are not doing good. And it's coming Monday. We're all just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe all the nutbags are just kind of like, we tried and tried and tried. Maybe they'll all decide to punish us. Hold on. Maybe they'll all decide to punish us. Wouldn't that be great? We need to see if we could trick all the leftos into having this way of thinking. Just let us live in the misery that we want. Right? You want to have Donald Tyrant as your president? Fine. Go ahead and have Donald Trump be your president. Who gives a shit? You know, I hope you enjoy it. Right? Like, punish us by just not doing anything. Just don't do anything. Let us suffer the consequences of our actions as they play out. We need to see if we can get that viral. Get that viral, people. Just, I don't know. Those of you who meme, make some fun leftist memes of, this is what you got. Now you got to take it. Right? And get them all thinking, yeah, fuck them. We'll just leave them all to their own misery. And then maybe they won't do anything because they'll think that us just having Donald Trump as president is so bad that we're all just suffering. All right, think that'll work?